This was his crew. Himself, his girlfriend, his infant child, a 14-year-old boy, and the boy's mother. That was his crew. This defendant over here, he's probably the busiest nobody you'll ever meet in your life. Has excuses, nothing but a thief and a con artist. I hired him in July to install a 28 by 28 pool for the family. We settled on a price of $1,100 to install, and he said it would take 2 days to do, 1 day prep and 1 day installation. July 15th he started, and he didn't get it up till July 27th. I gave him a $500 deposit, which you can see in Exhibit A on July 15th. He kept having excuses of why he couldn't come to the house and finish the pool. Something about his family, his camper, any excuse you can imagine, Your Honor. So after the 12 days, you can see in Exhibit E, I came home to this, what is called a disaster of a pool. It's an above-ground pool, and he gave me a shallow and a deep end. It was over 10 inches difference in the water level. I immediately seen it. I walked around the pool, seen broken pieces. The pool, the uprights weren't even leveled on the right patio blocks. And his excuse to me, he asked me, oh, what do you think about the pool? I was like, it's completely uneven, as you can see from Exhibit E.
Oh, yeah.
Completely uneven. And I was like, how did you put 2 truckloads of water in this, not notice it? His excuse was, oh, I was in the water. I was in the pool. I didn't see it getting on level. Then he started with, oh, my level was off. Just excuses after excuses. He said he would fix it. He would fix the problem, which he came back, I think, twice with sledgehammers, crowbars, trying to raise up a 170,000-pound pool. Completely destroyed it even more. As you can see from Exhibit, through text messages, he said he was going to pay for the damages. He was going to rectify the situation. If he couldn't rectify the situation, he was going to get in touch with his boss to try to help him out to fix the problem, which he never fixed the problem. Going on November, and I still haven't received $1 for damages that he agreed to pay. He talks about his boss trying to help him out, which his boss actually reached out to me, told me the issue, and he told Jamie that he was not going to help him out. He didn't want his company associated with this disaster of a pool. He told him that he cannot fix his pool without total disassembly. He actually told me that he fired Mr. Marabello from the job because he stole a water pump from another customer.
Were you using the pool at all during the summer?
Once it was fully erected by Madden Construction.
Oh, by the other construction company
Yes,
you used
as
it.
you can see from Exhibit, the receipt and all the damages in Exhibit D from the actual construction company. That's the good pool from Madden Construction Company.
I'll let you respond first, and then I'll have some questions. Go ahead.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
First, the defendant is a police officer and thinks he can strong-arm me. I did agree to, take care of the situation until I got harassing and threatening text messages saying we're going to go the hard way, and I just felt intimidated. After digging the pool, digging the ground, the next day and setting the blocks, everything was straight with the transit. The next day I came to erect the pool, and before I even arrived at 7:30 in the morning, he's texting me, where are you? You coming, you coming, you coming? Every hour on the hour, how's it going, how's it going, how's it going? By the time the pool was erected, as you can see in Exhibit...
How long did you tell him it would take?
It was 2 days.
2 days.
From start to finish. Now I told him prior that I would go dig the ground, and then I had other stuff, and then by the time I started erecting the pool,
that would take 2 days.
It would be 2 days.
Okay.
And we agreed on $1,100. I have in Exhibit D, the threatening packet, between him harassing and threatening me. It's a million text messages saying, with this and that, or how we're going to go the hard way. And because he's a police officer, showing up at my other job sites in police uniform to intimidate me.
What is he asking for the money for?
He wants me to pay for everything, not just whatever.
Has he already spoken to you about not finishing the work?
I might have made a mistake. I might have hit a block undoing the wall, and you won't know.
This was his crew. Himself, his girlfriend, his infant child that would be at the house because he doesn't have a driver's license, so he had to get dropped off there. A 14-year-old boy and the boy's mother. That was his crew. And if they spent more time erecting the pool and doing it right, besides drinking, because I would see corona cases in my backyard, then putting up the pool.
You want a deposit back, $500. It says here 8,000 gallons Oh, 2 loads of pool water, because they poured the water in the first for the defendants, and then when that had to be taken down and you got the new pool,
Had to get all new water.
$350 each, that's $700. That's 16,000 gallons total.
Each time was to fill the pools 2 loads per pool.
Okay, so that's how you get to 1,400.
Correct.
Because he's maintaining that he had to fill it for your pool, and then he had to fill it for the new
Which
pool.
I had agreed to pay him.
Okay.
Until he became Poolzilla.
What went wrong with the installation?
Again, I don't know, because I did it the day before, the blocks.
Yeah.
So when you set the blocks, you have a transit, and they're all supposed to be the same level. So I don't know if overnight, when he let his dogs out, and it doesn't take much, and I'm, like I said, it could have been myself, his yard was so unlevel that when I set everything to be perfectly level, you know, the dogs could have touched it, I could have touched it, the kid I had
Okay.
working for me could have touched it. And again, if I wasn't being pressured and constantly phone calls and this and that, and now I'm trying to rush, I would have been paying attention, because when they started filling with the water, if I was paying attention, it would literally taking me 5 minutes to rectify it. But I was doing other things to satisfy the plaintiff
What were
to
you
get
doing?
the pool done.
What were you doing? Other things?
So other
Okay.
things, putting the tops on. There's so
Your
much
Honor,
other
if
stuff
you
to
look from
do
the
than
pool
just
company-
install it. So
All right. Initially, the job was botched, that I see. So the question is, the amount of money you've paid him is just, it's $500. That's all you so far paid him.
Paid him.
But in terms of him, you only paid him $500. So then the question becomes, when you decided to get another company to build a pool, how much more was it because of what he did? In other words, you made the decision to hire a company that's charging you $1,700 to make a pool. You hired him to do it for $1,100.
Yes.
So part of that additional cost is your decision, which you're entitled to make. So I'm not going to put that on him. I think he should be responsible for whatever he caused you to have to pay, which didn't result in what you wanted. What I will put on the defendant, you sued for $5,000. What I'm willing to give, and the defendant did do some work, but I do think because it clearly was botched, the plaintiff would be entitled to the filling of one pool, because any decision you made after that was your decision to hire a company to put in a pool as you would like it. So I give you the water for the pool, $700. So I fine for the plaintiff in the sum of $700. Thanks for watching. Now please approach the bench. The way I look at it, you have 2 options here. Option A, watch more Judge Jerry. Option B, watch more Jerry Springer. The choice is yours. Now get out of my courtroom. You have more clips to watch. And don't forget to subscribe.